Hello YouTubers and fellow Square Enix fans, my name is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and today we're doing our Let's Play the Banner Saga. In the last video we entered the city of Bursgard, and we are now fending off against this dredge wave, or technically we're just holding on. We have all these dredge lined up. They're stone singers here? Spell singers? I forgot what they're called, stone singers. I think this is Bellower right here. That looks like a red guy. We got these massive amounts of dredge here. But who's this here? It looks like a woman. Those are trees, so basically here's a massive amount. These, I'm not sure if there's trees. Yeah, there's trees. These are all dredge. Yeah, that is Bellower. Now that I can zoom down a little bit more, I can see him better. Anyway, got a good amount of supplies, not too worried about that. The market. How many renown do we get left? Okay, so it takes a while, never mind, not gonna do that. So we got market, heroes. Let me check out my heroes one more time. Missing one unit, that's okay, we'll just see when we get into battle, we'll take care of it. Ivor, this morning says Ever, I saw him. Bellower's here, I saw him as well, the red guy. With the number of losses we've taken, I'm sure it won't be long. Ivan leaned silently on his staff nearby. Consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these rests will technically take a full day. We can defend the walls. We can investigate the riot down by the docks. Or try to get some rest. Let's investigate the riots. When you get down to the docks, it's pandemonium. Few work on the ships now as the ravens stand over bodies of people with huge crowd roars in anger. Bolvark's axes are covered in blood. What happened, you shout, pushing your way through the rioters. What do you think would happen, responds Bolvark coolly. Didn't take him too long to figure out we were building ships right under their noses, and they can't have one. You're gonna lend a hand or just stand around? I'm gonna leave the fighting to the ravens. You take care of your own problems. This is your contract, isn't it? You shout to Bolvark. Not a good way to make friends, though, he replies, sidestepping a rock thrown at his head. Despite his gruff nature, you almost get the sense that he doesn't care either way. You leave torn on how you feel about the whole situation, but you've got enough to worry about as it is. Best leave them to their job. Agreed. So, guess this is the final day now. Alright, let's talk to Ivor again. Ivor, you begin. Can we really keep this up? Ivor looks like he hasn't slept for days. We've lost a lot of fighters, he mumbles. The weight of the situation is crushing. -13 for all. Then, from far away in the distance, you hear a horn. Dredge don't use horns, it occurs to you. Avon appears at your side just as a long caravan of people coming into view. Dredge turning to attack him. Who is that, you ask? It can't be, says Avine. He runs towards the gate, shouting. You see their banner? It's Hakon. I should wonder how they got here. The gates are heaved open, and you charge onto the battle, clearing a path through dredge. Okay, so we got Krumer, Ivor, blah blah blah. Who else are we gonna take? The Mender, why not? We're fighting Dredge now, he's good against Dredge. His spell will incinerate some of these guys. Let's see. Alright, this still seems the best one, so we're just gonna go with ready for battle. There we go, loading. I think this might be a tough battle here. Looks doable actually. Let's see. We got 2 slingers. We got a heavy hitter. We got a medium hitter. We got 3 slingers. We got a shield unit. Alright. But for some reason we're set up in a different corner. Okay, anyway. Let's get this guy out of the way. Get Outlaw in. Get Rook in. Actually, make him go there for now. Put you guys down. Get Ivor in. Massive breaker there. Gandalf in here. He in there. And then this Mander dude in here. Let's go. Who's up? Okay, that guy's up first. Gonna halt this guy in his tracks. He can move forward, he can move left. I wish I knew where he's going. I'm gonna assume he's going left. I'm gonna put an arrow here. I just hope it's the right decision. Because I don't think he's gonna go with Ivor. I think he's gonna go after Outlaw. Oh crap. I choose wrong there. See if we can take down some of his armor. I hope I'll be okay now, because I kind of messed that one up. Just break his armor completely. Gandalf. I can take this guy out in one hit now. Killed clean off. Okay, Krumer will march in. Guess we will break his armor. Massive hit there. We got the Spell Weaver. How far does his spell mend? One, okay, that's a lot actually, I can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not going to reach from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's also not going to hit. How do you get through this? That's 2, that's 4, that's 6, so it's not going to hit from here. And I don't want to be hitting my own units, so I'm gonna go here. Guess I'll mend the armor of Gandalf then. Is this mending? Just have to make sure I do mend instead of shooting a lightning bolt up their ass. Okay. This one. Mend. There we go. Oh, that's only 2. I guess he didn't take much damage. Okay, so we got Outlaw. This guy's attacking first, and that one then the big Dredge. But Alright. Apparently I had my microphone on mute there for a sec, guys. You probably couldn't hear what I was saying as I was fighting. There was some noise in the background, so I had to mute my mic for a sec, and then I thought I turned it on, but I guess I probably should be looking more at my mic. Anyway, we killed them. Gandalf is injured. He's the only one, luckily. And Juno has arrived, finally. I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Avon. She smiles, and they embrace. Avon is completely taken aback, as though he doesn't dare believe she's real. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Secret Home. I ran into problems. Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two over those hills. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, dredge are practically falling out like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north anymore. They're everywhere. We noticed. Glad to see you made it out alive, Ingvar. I take it the others didn't. Harkon becomes quiet, then he motions toward Juno. She got across somehow, found her out cold for a second time since leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get right now. Bellower is here. Gods be damned. I thought I was free of that menace. I will deal with Bellower. Come on, no need to tempt him by standing out here. So what do we get? Harkon's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your belief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Boersgard. 280 Varl, that's nice. A shitload of supplies as well. How many was that? 300 something? Harkon joins you with his personal bodyguard, Moger. Behind him the Prince Ludin and his entourage are in tow. Though looking less than pleased to be here. I have one less trip to make. I need this one to come with me, she says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Avon. You must wait for me at least one time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Iwan's power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days, maybe less if you're as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Okay, so she wants us to go with her. Let's see. Why? Where? Why? Not far, says Juno. She pauses and something shifts in her vision. For just a moment. I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. You have already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away. But you're needed. You can't find the words to argue. Alright, so it's just the two of us. Look at that massive army of dredge. You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing towards an enormous stone ahead. Their hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Why are they not attacking me though? Why did I take the whole freaking caravan with me? You could just leave that cart behind, right? There's really no need for me to drag that thing all across. There's another godstone here. Stravs. We're at the godstone of Stravs. You glance nervously around, but the dredge didn't seem to hear her. It's okay, you can speak. Softly. Is it where you're going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as a profoundly creepy look sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned. I can understand your apprehension, though. Juno waits patiently for your reply. Who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you surrounded by dredge? Why did you pick me? Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay, let's ask who she is first. I wish we had more time for proper introduction. My name is Juno. I'm on the Mender's Council. You've met Avon, my apprentice. How are you doing these things, controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed wounds. You are right, Menders do these things. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Lumbar's first creations. We are called Valka. I believe I'm the only one who can influence another's mind. Then why not take control of Bellower? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them, though even some Valka have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellower, it's the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is, we rarely a match for a Sunder anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also our weakness. The Valka pass and lose their knowledge, while the Sunders simply grow older and more powerful. Belor is both immortal and beyond my influence, to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. What are we doing out here? Do you know of the god Stravs? Few know that the stone exists, even among those who have lived their whole lives in Borisgard. While Dangler deals in fortune, Stravs taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has consequences, two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gills up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of this silver. The god Strav is wreathed by imaginary silver weapons. The myths say he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by Dredge? They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Stravs. Maybe they see him as a patron, or is it a attraction that cannot be explained? Does Stravs have something to do with the serpent in Einerhof? What was that thing? I cannot say. Can't? I have suspicions, but until I've had time and the Mender's libraries, I would advise it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. Juno waits patiently for a reply. Why did you pick me? Why didn't you take Eyvind or Hakon? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Eyvind must keep Borisgard from falling while we are away. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. I saw the thoughts of each person when I arrived in Borisgard. You were the only one I knew would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Alet no matter what. Juno waits patiently. Okay, let's get what we need and go. Indeed, you need to dislodge at least a fistful of the metal. We will forge it into our arrow and slay Belor. Wait, after everything you told me, make a magic arrow to shoot Belor? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets a faraway look in her eyes. No, that's not all it takes. What I tell you now must be repeated. The arrow will not kill Belor, even were it to strike his heart. He has no physical weakness, but it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, it will help him believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of that with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. That is the most insane. He really can't be killed? No. Someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. First, we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. She looks knowingly at the godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Rook, I'm now certain how the Dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is a sudden drop, so be careful. Alright. So we're at the godstone. Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of silver vein. Even without looking out onto the Dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno's influence. Panic races through your blood. Try to quickly wrench out the nearest chunk, climb higher where it may be easier to remove. Okay, let's climb higher. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony masks of Dredge lined up before the godstone, like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The Dredge do not react. Look for another piece. While you're here, you glance quickly around to see if there's any more low-hanging fruit. You'll be able to pry away another one, smaller piece of silver ore before your nerves give out. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the Dredge, their heads turn in unison to follow. The dread that linger and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. Godstone Stravs. Trophy earned. You approach the gates of Borisgard again, relieved that they're still standing. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you crept through the gates. Juno smiles at the reunion and tells you, take this time with your daughter, find a smith who can fashion an arrow from the silver. I have other things too which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you're done. Okay, so while I was away we had great morale. We had 38 days of supplies, never been this high probably. Crafters, map, market, heroes. Market, heroes. Let's go to our heroes, because we have 45 supplies. Renown, I mean. Remove. Okay, so actually, let me put Rock back there. We can level him up. We can take Alette. I think we're supposed to take these with us. What can I do with Alette? Can she become any more useful? She can break. She can do damage. Okay. Ganolf. Can I just rest here, maybe? We have loads of supplies. Crafters, map, market, heroes. I can't. So, the question is, how do I go about this? Do I take Ganolf? Let me just take him, just in case. And then definitely take Hakon. He's a beast. We got Krumer. Definitely want to take Krumer, actually. And Ivor, I suppose. Or should I take Otlef? I don't know. She's good at stowing people. But Hakon? I think Hakon is also a really good armor breaker. So is Krumer. So is Ivor. Well, he's a bit down. Got 51 kills. He's got this thing I forgot. Let's see all the items. There's a lot. Okay, that's pretty good. 5-ring necklace, 3 strength, 1 wheel turn. Nope. So all the things are combined now. We got 45. What can we do with Ivor? More damage. That's kind of nice, I suppose. Krumer cannot be upgraded. Hakon is maxed. Ganolf is maxed. I can upgrade Alette. Should probably do that. And Rook. So how much does this take? This is 20. This is 30. This is 50. So I don't have enough for that. I'm gonna go with Ivor. Continue. Actually, should I? I'm gonna invest in 2 strength. Why not? Because I can. There you go. Confirm that. And then we can Rook or Alette. Good call. Doesn't matter, not really. Gonna do 2 more playthroughs after this anyway, so let's go with Rook. Let's upgrade him. Actually, no. That might be a bad idea. Rook, what can he give me? I'll upgrade Alette. There we go. She can still armor break. And do a little bit of damage, I suppose. There we go. Okay, so we got that trophy. We upgraded all our heroes. Alright, so let's go with crafters. It takes a while, but you finally find someone willing to craft an arrow for you. His eyes suspicious. He eyes you suspiciously when you show him the silver, but shakes his head and gets started. Alette watches, the smith's fire reflecting in a distant stare. I talked with Even a long time while you were gone. He told me a lot about Juno. Is she really as powerful as she said? It certainly seems that way. This might be the worst luck we've had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. An arrow, she's going to make you shoot Billionaire, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Come on, who else is going to do it? Ivor? Alette, I know where this is going. You're afraid of me dying. This isn't like before. We can't run this time. That's not what I... Let me do it. What? Why not? Because you think I'll get hurt? Why do you think we... What do you do when Bellionaire comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? Let me speak. Everything's changed. Skogar feels so long ago. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Let me do it, because you know I'm a better shot. I have a better chance of puncturing his armor. We only have 1 shot. I'm not a child anymore. I'm not just some girl. I'm your daughter. I can do this for once. Let me decide what happens to me. I know you can do it. Take the arrow. I'm sorry, Alette. No. She stares into the firefly. You fight You wait for the tears to come to her eyes, but they never do. Just promise. Promise we'll be together. You sit by her side silently until the smith finishes his work. So we got one magic arrow now. Map, market, heroes. Let's go to Juno, I suppose. There he is. Juno is in the middle of an animated debate as you approach, the arrow in your hand. There is little time left. Bellower knows we're here. Whether he's waiting for more of his forces to arrive or simply wants to starve us out, I cannot tell. But he will not expect a direct attack. Is this a joke? How are we going to do that? If we take a handful of warriors to face him, I can keep a small group hidden from sight. The rest of you will lead the charge from there. With luck, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you. What about the ravens? They may protest. They will not. I've arranged a task for them. If you make it to Bellower, what's the chance of them defeating him? We saw what happened at Einertoft. That thing can't be killed. Juno shows the arrow you had forged in the Godstone silver. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he's pierced, he will be vulnerable. She looks you in the eyes. We only have one. Do not miss. And bring only those you absolutely need. It will take all my concentration to keep the other Dredge from swallowing us all up. I cannot join in the battle. If we kill Bellower, then what? The Dredge will just wander away? That is my belief, yes. I can't say for certain. This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ship is finished. And then what? Bellower will hound us every step, all the way to Aberrang, where I'm certain more Sunder await. Now is the time to speak to loved ones, and the memory of my god that pleases, the memory of any god that pleases you. Rest. In the morning we slay a Sunder. So we got heroes, market, Bellower, map. So I cannot rest. So Bellower it is then. The silence is what you remember. You rise in silence and walk through empty streets. Upon the wall, two armies stand quietly watching each other. Your footsteps echo on the wooden floorboards as you approach Juno. She breaks the silence. It's time, Juno says. Gather your allies. Today one thing will end, another will begin, and our actions will decide on which side we stand. Okay, can I maybe remove Alette altogether? No, I wish. I knew I had to take both of these guys with me. That's why I upgraded her. Gandalf is healed though. That's nice. Look how many people we have. We have 19. Percy, Gris. Gris is also really good actually. Let me check how he's doing. He got 4 on 2 with 15. 4 on 3 with 15. 6 on 18. He's got, how is this guy doing? 15. 15 2 on 4. 18 2 on 2. He's got 8. How much does Gris have? 13. I'm thinking about maybe switching Gris for Gandalf, but I'm not really sure if I should do that. Let me try it like this. We can always try again, I guess. Let's see how we should set up though. So we're gonna set move Ivor over there. Let's see. Okay, then go. Rook should go last. Something like this, maybe. Maybe Krumer goes first. Ivor goes second. Hakon. Oh, there we go. Let's try it like this. Just trying to think what I should do. I think this is the best setup. Alright, let's go with this one. think this is our final battle. We're fighting Balor. There we go. Okay, so... There. Then Ivar, where are you? Go in front. Hakon to the sides. Gandalf there. You there. Where's Alette? There we go. Forge ahead. Okay, Belwer moves forward. Charge in with Ivar, I forgot his name. This guy has a lot of defense though. I'm here to take my revenge. There we go. Take down all of his armor. There we go, he's at 0, which is pretty good. Gonna get hit here. Gonna make this guy pass. All we need to do in the first round, just get the silver arrow in. Abilities, silver arrow. There we go. We needed to destroy his armor and then shoot him. Unfortunately, the guy who shoots the arrow is also the person that's going to die. So you can either choose between Alette or Rook. This playthrough doesn't really matter because this is not the save file I'm carrying over to the Banner Saga 2. So just for this sake I took Rook. This time he's completely healed. 1818 this time. And now we're going to can I set up? Yeah, I can. Let's see, this will allow me to move through, yep. This will allow me to move through here. This will allow me to move through there. Something like this, I suppose. Let's go for it. Maybe he cannot attack me even when he's using willpower. So I'm gonna rest. If that's a good idea, I don't know. There we go. At least now he can be hurt. So I'm definitely taking down his armor. Yeah, he's got the annoying knockback. I forgot that one actually. 8 damage. Do I take more of his armor? I think I should. You can even counter. Should be able to deal more damage now. Okay, can't do much with this guy, unfortunately. Wait. Oh, he was stunned or something. They're gonna do everything they can to prevent me from hitting that guy. There we go. It was kind of easy battle. I already won. That's all that needed to be done. I imagined this fight to be a bit harder. I don't know what happened, but last time I had so much trouble with this guy. Maybe I had the right setup. I did wise to take the breakers with me. This guy has a lot of defense and it regenerates actually as well. Damn it, Rook. Not you two. Dad, get up. Get up. Help me. Where are the Manders? Harsh child, look at me. It's been too long. Put up your hood. You're alive and we must go. You're only barely aware of the surrounding chaos as Dredge flee from Vol warriors who push their advantage. Alette becomes someone else today. There's time to be Alette another day. I will carry your father back to the city. You will be honored properly. I promise you that. Come now. You know, in my final playthrough, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with Rook or Alet. Moral choices would make me let Alet live and kill Rook because he's the father, he should protect his child, you know. But I'm not sure who's the better character, who's the stronger character, and if I should be using any of them at all. In my previous playthrough on the PC, I let Rook die and choose for Alet. Juno was right. With Bellower fallen, the Dredge flee to the field of battle. You return to Bursgard, but have almost no memories of doing so, aside from the image of your father's still body being carried in Ivor's arms. Typo. He only has one arm. Guess she doesn't really care about that. So we got map, heroes, and Ivan. Okay, so now we got 18 units. Alet becomes a hooded Robin Hood or something. So her abilities: track the needle, puncture. I think she's pretty much the same as her father, really. Ivor, Hakon, and Geralt. So I lost 2. I know I lost 1. Only Rook. I should have room for this guy. I don't think this matters whatever I do because I think we're finished with the story. And then let's talk to Ivan. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. So we should have time. So we should have the time we need to finish the ships. I think you're right. The Dredge don't seem interested in us anymore. Since Bellower fell, they've been going their own way. The Ravens have been keeping their docks clear. Juno's talking to them about something now. When those longships are ready, we'll be able to sail all the way to Aberrang. Now, what I'm curious about actually is that we beat Bellower. He thinks he's dying, so is he just playing dead now? Does he think he's dead, so he's laying on the ground? Did the Dredge take him away? If he's still laying on the ground, and the Dredge moved away, and he's just thinking he's dead, shouldn't you take this opportunity to at least try and kill him? I know he's immortal, but that's what they think at least. How about you just pummel him with 5 Farrel for like 10 hours or like 10 days in a row? If he's still not dead by then, well, you can always leave, I suppose. When those longships are ready, we'll be able to sail all the way to Aberrang. With luck, before the darkness shows up here. How far south has it spread? I couldn't say. Hopefully not far. We'll get the prince back to his home, and Hakon has already decided to come with us. There's not much else to go back to. The two look up as you approach. Alet, it's nearly time. Soon we'll be ready to leave Bursgard, find somewhere safe. One ship is done already at the docks, had it prepared for Rook. I don't think I can do this. Come, Alet, it's time to honor your father. Isn't there another way to honor him? You need those boats. Guess it's a small boat. I don't know. There goes Rook. Our main hero, I suppose. Not sure if this is a real language what they're singing, but it sounds kinda nice. Kinda fitting. Well, ladies and gents, that's it for the Banner Saga Part 1. Didn't platinum it yet, so there will be some more playthroughs coming up, which I will be recording, don't worry. And after we platinum this game, I'll finish the third. I think I'll go with 3 playthroughs to make it a bit more easier. After our third playthrough, I'll set the game up like the way I want to start the Banner Saga too. I am waiting for the credits to roll in. We should also be able to get some achievements here. I'm assuming normal difficulty trophy. Diplomat, unlocked by getting permission to destroy the Vol landmark, which was the bridge, because we fought 3 battles in a row. We already got Warmonger, so the last one is High Spirits. Complete the game without ever going in low morale, which I went out of my way to make sure it happened. I really love the, what do you call this? The image, the drawing here. The graphics, if you will. Art style, that's what I was looking for. I love the art style of this game. Right, here comes the credits. I think I have to wait for the credits to roll out. Okay, I can increase it a little bit. Sorry guys, I'll show the credits at the end. When I'm done with my third playthrough, I'll show the credits in its full and record after. But yeah, I kind of would like to see if I get the trophies or not. There's a lot of people working on this. Okay, there we go. Trophy earned. Normal difficulty. Trophy earned. Quartermaster. Don't know what that one is. Trophy earned. High spirits. I know. And a diplomat. So, yeah, we got normal difficulty. Completing the game on normal difficulty. I was expecting that one. We got diplomat, unlocking by getting permission to destroy the Varl landmark. I was expecting that. We destroyed the bridge. Warmonger we got like 2 videos back when we did 40 battles in a single playthrough. We also got high spirits, which is one of the harder ones, to complete the game without ever getting low morale, which is nice. On top of that, we combined it, and I totally forgot about that. We got quartermaster. And quartermaster is actually Alright guys, I just noticed if I go to my PlayStation trophies, the game decides to pause my recording. So I'm gonna repeat it again, not sure if you guys got it. We got the normal difficulty, the diplomat, the high spirits achievement, along with the quartermaster. The thing with the quartermaster is it's quite hard to get in combination with high spirits. High spirits basically means you can't drop below normal morale. So that means it's okay to increase your morale at the cost of supplies. However, if you ever run out of supplies and the day passes, you'll lose both units and morale. However, in some situations it's actually preferable to raise your morale at the cost of some supplies. But we were able to complete them at both at the same time, which is kind of nice. So now we no longer need to focus on our morale. It will help, but we don't longer need to focus on that. And we don't longer need to worry about losing a little, or like in 1 or 2 situations, losing some people due to starvation because you don't have supplies, which is useful because the easy playthrough is easy. It's easy, of course. The hard playthrough, you don't want to focus on too many stuff. So if it means sacrificing some stuff, so be it. But yeah, for now guys, I'm gonna end the video here, and then in our next video we will start our playthrough again on easy and do a few trophies here. Focus on a few. Forced March, Innocent, Beat the Odds, those 3. And after that we'll do the hard trophies, or the hard playthrough. Forced March, we need to reach Boer's Garden in 120 days, so we need to like skip as much as possible. Innocent is don't let a lad harm any humans or Varl, so don't make her. That we need to go out of our way to do some of that. And then Beat the Odds, which basically means we need to keep Egil alive. And this game really loves to kill Egil. It's so easy for him to die in this game. So yeah, we're gonna do our best to get those 3 on our easy playthrough. I'll be doing that in the next video. This is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and I thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to help out, please consider subscribing to it. Also, if you hit the notification bell, you'll be updated about me playing more of the Banner Saga, part 1 for now, followed up by 2 and then after 3. Also, if you have any tips, comments or suggestions, leave them down below and I'll try to reply to you as soon as I can. This is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and I'll see you guys in the next. Till then.